Hello everyone. It's glad to connect with you all once again through this second video on human circulatory system. In our last class, we saw the structure of human heart and associated other structures of circulatory system. So today, let's go over blood vessels of this system. In this advanced transport system, blood is just an carrier. Along with blood cells, nutrients, carbon dioxide, oxygen gases are transported. Major blood cells are red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Okay, come, let's go through the blood vessels. Human circulatory system is not an independent unit. It is coordinated system of heart, lungs and blood vessels. Okay, blood vessels are the major part, or they are the canals or conduits. They carry blood throughout the body. From the heart, they carry blood to each cells of the body. Okay, here the blood is just a transport medium. Along with the blood cells, they carry nutrients and oxygen. They also include waste materials and carbon dioxide, which should be removed from cells after cellular metabolical activities. So, we can categorize these blood vessels into three major types: arteries, veins, and capillaries. Blood vessels which carry blood away from the heart are known as arteries. There are two major types of arteries connected to the heart. One, pulmonary artery, and second, aorta. So when these major arteries reach an organ, they will branch. They will make very small branches. They are called arterioles. These arterioles are connected to the capillaries. And next, to withstand the pressure given by the heart, the artery walls are thick and elastic. Arteries branch out as arterioles, which is connected to capillaries where they supply oxygenated blood to all the blood tissues. The oxygenated bloods are connected to venules, where venules are the small branches of major veins of human body. These veins carry deoxygenated blood towards the heart. So it is clear the blood vessels which carry blood towards the heart are veins. And compared to arteries, the pressure inside the vein is very low. So the walls of vein is thin and less elastic. And another important thing is valves are found inside the veins. Valves open towards the heart to prevent backflow. Capillaries are the blood vessels which connect arterioles and venules. As it is a very minute and thin walled vessels, they are spread among the cells. Though nutrients and gases in blood diffuse into the cells and waste matter in cells diffuse into blood capillaries, because they have very thin layered, that means single layer of cell. When you take an organ, the small blood vessel which has spreaded all over the organ is capillaries of that organ. Now you are looking at the walls of artery, vein and capillary. Artery has very thick layer of cell wall. Likewise, vein has thin layer of cell wall. Also, artery cell wall has elastic ability, and vein has small valves inside their vessels. But this is capillary and this is one layered cell. Red color vessels shows artery, blue color vessels are veins. Between that a network of small blood vessels is there. This is main blood vessel artery. They carry blood from the heart. This blood from the heart reaches arterioles. These are the branches of artery, and from the arterioles they reach capillaries where they supply oxygenated blood and oxygen and nutrient to the cells, and they carry waste and carbon dioxide from the cell and they send it to venules. From the venules they go to veins and finally it's reach heart. Veins are the vessels, they carry the oxygenated blood to the heart. Okay, now let's see the types of artery. Artery means the blood vessels which carry blood away from the heart. They are also branched as arterioles. Okay, two main arteries arise from the heart, one pulmonary artery and aorta. Pulmonary artery means they arise from right ventricles where they carry deoxygenated blood from right ventricle to lungs. So, this pulmonary artery arises from right ventricle divided as right pulmonary artery and left pulmonary artery. They are the branches. Aorta means when oxygenated blood reaches the heart, this oxygenated blood supply to the organs and other parts of the human body through this aorta. So, they are the difference between pulmonary artery and aorta. Pulmonary artery they carry deoxygenated blood, and aorta they carry oxygenated blood towards the organs. Read this last sentence. Within an organ, an artery further divides into arterioles and then into capillaries. So children, there are two major arteries, one pulmonary artery. There are two branches, right pulmonary artery and left pulmonary artery. And they carry the oxygenated blood towards the lungs. Aorta means they are the blood vessels. They are the main artery arise from the heart. They carry oxygenated blood to other organs. Arterioles connected to the capillaries. Capillaries they supply blood to all the cells, and capillaries join together to form venules. Venules join to form veins. So if you take the veins, there are three major veins arise from the heart. One is pulmonary veins, superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. Pulmonary veins mean they are starting from the lungs. Once pulmonary artery give deoxygenated blood to the lungs, this deoxygenated blood is delivered to heart from these pulmonary veins. I hope this is clear for you. And pulmonary vein is connected to heart in the region of left atrium. From this left atrium, oxygenated blood pumped into left ventricle. From the left ventricle, through the aorta, this oxygenated blood is being supplied to all the other organs. And superior vena cava. Superior vena cava is also the vein which carry all the deoxygenated blood from the organs which is above the heart. Likewise, inferior vena cava means they are also the blood veins which carry deoxygenated blood from below the heart. So, both the superior vena cava and inferior vena cava connect to the heart in the region of right atrium. So far, we have seen division of arteries and veins. Arteries, there are two arteries, pulmonary arteries and aorta. The pulmonary artery, they carry deoxygenated blood from right ventricles. Aorta, they carry oxygenated blood from left ventricles. So, there are three major type of veins. Pulmonary veins, they carry deoxygenated blood from lungs to heart. And superior vena cava and inferior vena cava, the major veins which carry blood from the organ which is above and below the heart. So both of these veins connect to heart through right atrium. From the right atrium, this blood pump into right ventricles. From this right ventricle, again they go into pulmonary artery and reaches the lungs for oxygenation. So, in this animation, you can see how this blood is being pumped throughout the body. This is lung, heart, and systematic capillary bed. This is the pulmonary arteries which carry deoxygenated blood to the heart. Where here deoxygenated blood are changed as oxygenated blood. From here, oxygenated blood reach the left atrium through pulmonary veins. From left atrium, this oxygenated blood pumped into left ventricle. From the left ventricle, aorta carry this oxygenated blood to all the parts of the body. Aorta is an artery, arterioles, capillary. Through the capillary, all the cells get their oxygenated blood and nutrients. After the supply, venules carry this deoxygenated blood. Systematic veins, superior vena cava and inferior vena cava, both of them are connected to right atrium. From the right atrium, deoxygenated blood is pumped into right ventricle. So again here, from here heart circulation is restarted where deoxygenated blood pump again into lungs through pulmonary arteries. Here is the summary. Deoxygenated blood in right atrium, where they get deoxygenated blood from superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. So that is in right atrium now. They are pumped into right ventricle. Again, through the pulmonary artery, they are transported to the lungs. Here, in lungs, CO2 is released and O2 is picked up, so it means oxygenated. So through the lungs, from the lungs, oxygenated blood comes to the heart through pulmonary veins, where it reaches left arteries. From the left arteries, it is pumped into left ventricle. From the left ventricle, aorta, main artery which carry blood towards the organs and tissues, where they divide into arterioles, capillaries, and they supply oxygen nutrient supply to the cell. Again, deoxygenated blood from these cells carry back to the veins through the capillaries vanules, and they reach superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. Blood, deoxygenated blood from above the heart comes from superior vena cava. Deoxygenated blood from below the heart is come from inferior vena cava. They finally reach right atrium, again pumped into right ventricle, again they move towards the lungs through pulmonary artery. This is one cycle of heartbeat, one heart pump cycle. Okay children, today we studied about blood vessels. What is blood vessels? And there are three major types of blood vessels found in human body. Arteries, veins and capillaries. Artery means the blood vessels which carry blood away from the heart. Vein, blood vessels which carry blood towards the heart. They may carry oxygenated blood or deoxygenated blood. And to withstand the pressure, artery walls are very thick and elastic because pulmonary artery is directly connected to the right ventricle where blood is pumped in high pressure. Also, vein has thin cell vessel wall, but they have valves inside the vessels where they prevent backflow. And capillaries are very minute single cell layered structure where they spread oxygen and nutrient to the cell. And finally, we saw overall blood circulation of human circulatory system. Okay students, if you find my video useful, don't forget to subscribe my channel. Also, if there is anything else that you want me to cover in my future science videos, don't forget to give me your suggestion as comment under this video.